Hi, my name is Pernuder, and you're watching the series cast with me, Pernuder, and my co-host, Olaf.
Hello!
Yeah, and we're just gonna jump right into it, going over the players. I'm gonna mostly be looking at the allies, and Olaf is gonna be looking at the axis. And the first player we got on the allied side is Stu McGo, Stuart. What can we say about Stuart? He's a veteran of the game. Played a lot. He can hold his own weight in most games. And he seems to be running a pretty meta Greyhound start here. Probably going to place a lot of mines on his side. There's a little bit of a meta with this right now, especially with the EAR guys. Like to use a lot of light vehicles and do a lot of pushing and falling back and placing mines that you run into. It's pretty good strat. Switching over to the allied side, let's look at who's going to be facing him.
Yeah, on the Axis side here we got Mark at the bottom. I don't have any experience from a Mark, but from what I can see he's running a pretty balanced, at least core. There's not much to say. There's 3 LMG grants, so hopefully if he gonna get that to work, he's playing defensive with surplus munition. Otherwise, I don't think that that's the best core you can have. Also, I'm having personally a little bit hard for having mortars in core, because I think that taking a pop for something that can really be a killer. Because I like to murder my enemies, like the other dudes over here. Because next to him we have Crimson Rabbit, so the Axe is probably gonna have a lot of mansplaining. He's running full Pigger and company, at least core, with tank busters, G43s. The assault Pigrants, so he's trying out every unit he can with from the infantry section. So if they're gonna have a lot of firepower from them. Who's he facing?
I also want to add that Mark is having mixed Shrekkers and LMGs on his grens. Which is probably not optimal in my experience. You want to be able to keep the Shrekkers back when you face a vehicle and bring them up when you face a vehicle, I think. And I think in this kind of situation, you're not maximizing your damage against the specific unit type that you want to be killing with them. So I don't know about that apart from the mortar thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go to the allied side again, and let's look at the players that these guys are going to be facing. They're a bit bunched up here in the middle, but in the green. We got Attack Taco. He's got not my favorite unit in the game. Rangers leading the way with the assault rifles or submachine guns, Tommy guns. Personally, I think that they're a bit too expensive for what they do. And with the bazookas in there, they're kind of a mixed thing there too. Like, what are they good against, infantry or tanks? Kind of hard to tell. And they're very expensive, so he really needs to make good work of those and not lose them needlessly. He needs to trade well with those if he's gonna get good value out of them.
What? The next Ranger squad they got is Quad Sook. What do you say about the Quad Sook?
I don't know. I think that they're better, but you need to have them with a unit that they actually protect, because it's hard to run down things with handheld. So I think that the Quad Shrekkers are best together with a sniper that they can protect. Like on their own like this, I don't really see the value in this situation. He has enough AT with his ATG that he's got in the back to stop any kind of vehicle rush. So I think that they're kind of a odd choice in this core. Then you got some regular rifles with the BARs on them. Those are always nice. I really like them. I don't even feel you really need suppression, especially with the machine gun in the core there. And then we got in the purple Sostrom. He's leaning more towards anti-infantry. He's lacking a little bit of secondary handheld AT to protect him from vehicle rushes. But he's got a very strong core against the other infantry guys. Not a lot of indirect fire here though from these players on the allied side compared to the Axis guys. But let's go back to the Axis guys, the last two.
Unlucky for Sostrom with the lacking of AT. Hopefully maybe gonna get help from the Quad Sook. But Mr. Pink Predator here, he's running the double Whirlwind start. I think it's a fun start to see, because you don't see that too often. But I'm not really sure about them. They provide a lot of suppression, but you really need something to bring up with them to kill a lot. Especially if the fight is gonna come down here in the middle of the map, there's a lot of heavy cover where infantry can hide, and I think they're gonna have a hard time killing them. But to back them up, he got 2 squads of Pigrons with Shrekkers, which is really good, because if he managed to decrew some of these 80 guns or machine guns from the allies, you also want something to be able to destroy them really quick. Because I think that's one of the main problem for a lot of players, especially when you talk about rush cores, that you manage to rush the enemy and destroy their core, but they're just gonna be able to recrew all the support weapons, machine guns, and tank guns, and then you didn't accomplish anything, because the American player have so many riflemen, so to recrew a gun to it's like it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And next to him we got Bobby Man himself, and he's running a really balanced core. He's playing defensive and have some LMG, some Shrekkers, a pack, and he also got a mortar. So the Axis really got the indirect fire advantage here. But we'll see if they manage to hold up their lines with all the pop into mortars and stuff.
Yeah.
Who is Bobby Man facing?
Bobby Man is facing Otto von Saxony, and he's the only one that's really got a main tank, like a medium tank, in his column. But apart from the upgun Sherman, which is a little weird. I'm not really a big fan of the upgun on the Sherman. It's great if you're facing P4s, but I'd rather have a Sherman that's good at killing infantry, seeing that is going to be what most players are going to bring to the table in this kind of starting call-ins. But apart from that, he got some riflemen. They probably have grenades on them, and then he's got the engineers. We don't know. They might have mines. They might just be for repairing. They might be for setting up the buildings that they're going to have later on.
Yeah, Sostrom is also running engineers in his core, so I think we can guess I would like to see if the Allies manage to push a lot in the beginning and get some of these UC offensive mines out.
Yeah. People are definitely taking a liking to the mines in this in the meta right now, especially with the Greyhounds like Stuart have also.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. Do we have anything to say about the map? It's a rare map, Ardennes Valley. Never really seen playing on OMG mod. Usually it's just Newville and New Tantville that we play, and sometimes Brecourt when I get to decide. But this is a rarely seen map on the 4v4. What we can say about the middle is that sometimes 88s, it seems good for them, but usually they hit the ground a lot. With height differences like this, it's hard to see because the game is the camera is like it is, but there is a lot of height differences on this map, and also I'd like to point out there's a lot of little trees and stuff that might mess the pathing for some of the light vehicles.
This center is gonna be a killing ground, I think.
Yeah.
Also, there's a pre-built bunker in the middle, but we'll keep an eye on that and see how long it managed to survive actually, because my experience, if there's just one building like this, it's gonna go down pretty fast.
Yeah, people like to sit in them, people like to shoot them. But I think we can get the game going here. I'm ready. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna be following the allies, and Olle gonna be following the Axis, like we said earlier.
That might have been the worst countdown ever, though.
Okay.
But I think we're on track.
Yeah. Whatever. You're just gonna be earlier with the big shouts.
Big flags.
It's fine. Stuart's going forward with the light vehicles. He's going pretty wide to the left though. And the allies, they're clumping up a lot. They're pretty much all together, heading towards the center. We got one Saxony going a little bit to the right there, but Stuart is really going for the left with his Greyhounds there, which is good if he gets the mines up there before the Axis arrive.
Yeah, I can get some. The Axis also have the eyes on the prize, the center, which is I think an own sector. So just if you hold this center, I also think if you get a center and will be able to use the heavy cover on your enemy's side, that will be really strong. Yeah,
this map is real. Oh, it's actually 2 sectors in the middle. I don't know how that's gonna work. How the VP balance is on this map. Since we never really played this map, I have really no idea how it's gonna play out. It's very much unknown for me.
The Axis mortar are setting up really close to each other, so if the Greyhounds come on the flank here, that's a great target for them.
Yeah, and there's if all the infantry is in the middle with the Shrekkers, they can always strafe the 80 guns. We see the Ostwinds, or rather the cold Wirbelwinds coming in, suppressing those riflemen. Not doing a ton of damage right away, but they're definitely getting the suppression hit. And we might see some big mortar hits here, because everyone is going to try to get into the green cover, and then they're going to be easy targets for the mortars.
Yeah. This American vertical is shooting and shooting, but it's having a real hard time to suppress.
People usually sometimes forget that if you just be cool and just stay in the cover, and usually you don't even suffer from the MGs really. It's not really doing any damage either. And now the mortar is landing some big hits on it.
The allies really need to set up their 80 gun against this Verbalvits.
Yeah, one is down, but they still have one that's almost full health. And also I think that we have orange player, for me, that's Axis player on the right. He's not really in the fight. And we also see the mirror thing happening on the left, with Stuart being on the side with 2 rifle squads. Not really helping out his allies with those, unless he gets some big flank or a big kill with them. But right now there's nothing for him to kill there.
He managed to decrew both of the mortars, but they're still up to use the recrew for the Axis, so that won't be a problem.
He really should place mines on them if he has them left. I didn't see where he put them down.
Bobbyman also managed to steal a machine gun here in the center.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And we see the Verbalvits are actually doing a great job, I think. Like going around there, he's doing big moves with them, being bold. Now we're gonna see that those quad rangers that I talked about being bad are gonna do a short job of that thing, hopefully. Yeah, there we go.
Here comes the Pigrants.
But look at this. Look at the trade he's gonna get here with the Pigrants. If he went for it there, he would have gotten those rangers. And that would have been a pretty big loss. Because those rangers are expensive with the quad suits on them.
Enemy unit.
And there we go. The Austrian is finally down. And, well, the Axis definitely got the most pressure out of this. They're gonna be holding the middle here. And the Allies gonna have to push into this Doom Fort here in the middle.
Hopefully the Allied Axis managed to destroy all these 80 guns here, because there are 2 80 guns that just decrewed.
Yeah, we really don't know what doctrine these guys are, because we never really played, and we just got the file from Robyman like willy-nilly, so we don't know what kind of doctrines these guys are running. But we're gonna see and find out as the game prolongs. It's clear that one of the allies are infantry at least, because they just got the rangers on.
Yeah, and it's clear that Robyman is playing defensive.
Yeah. Let's see what's happening with the Greyhounds.
The bunker in the center is already destroyed.
Yeah. And the Greyhounds are low. One has a damaged gun, and one has both have really low health. But he's not gonna get them though. I feel like sitting and repairing these kinds of vehicles though, it takes Stuart out of the game for a long time. And like, if it's gonna be a slugfest, they're gonna need all the players they can in the field. I'm not a huge fan of repairing just in general, but that's just a personal taste thing. A lot of people like to get the most out of their units, but I feel like letting your allies die a lot to accomplish that is not always worth it, and you're giving up pressure and map control. But let's see, like you were saying, the Axis are trying to destroy the ATGs, but the allies got a fresh wave of really like cheap riflemen that's just gonna go in and hopefully get those back for them.
Yeah, I think this was a big mistake. They managed to destroy one, but if they just used all their infantry when they was up there, they would have destroyed both.
Yeah, and like he's gonna look at those big grenades. Wow, that's a big grenade. Could have gotten more, but it's still great. Like these P-grants are expensive. There's a lot of grants there, and like the heavy cover is almost like a double-edged sword here. He's gonna get nades on him, and he's gonna die a lot.
Big off map in the center.
Yeah, that's a pretty big off map. But then again, wasn't most of that riflemen?
Yeah, but he destroyed one machine gun and one 57 mil, so I think it was really worth it. Really worth it for him.
I feel like I have to turn down the volume. Oh shit! Pause the game, dude. Pause the games. Pause the game.
Yes.
You need to turn down the master volume. It's very loud when the fighting is happening.
Turn down for what?
Turn down. I'm going again. Press play. Yeah, it just paused when I didn't know it did that when I pressed menu. Whatever. I think we're synced. I'm at 542, 43.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, nice.
We're
pretty much at the same.
Yeah,
it's fine.
There's like more armor coming in from the allied here.
Look at the right there. Orange has been doing a good big back cap there. At this point of the game, it doesn't really matter though. But it's still like, if he does that later, it could be a big pain in the ass for the allies.
Yeah, I think. I just want to comment, if they keep doing the fighting over here, that's really good for Sustrum, because he's doing the zombie tactic. You see all this medic station popping up back here?
Yeah.
They're gonna get a lot of replacements from this.
Yeah, that's something to keep in mind when you're facing someone who's doing that. If it's Axis can do it with the MP40 Terror Volks, and the Allies can do it with the infantry doctrine, you get a lot of guys back, and you need to remember to actually kill those when you get a chance to push. I'm gonna look what's happening on the left here. He's got another 2 Wirbelwind flak panzers here on the field. I don't know.
And he found he also found both of Stuart's mines, so that's good for him.
Yeah. Actually, that's pretty. Oh, he ran on both with one of those. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, the allies are really kind of, but they still have a good presence in the middle. They also brought on 2 mortars here. We got 1 mortar from Sostrom and we got 1 from Attack Taco. Those are both like regular American mortars, though, so the Axis mortars are a lot stronger. So if they're just gonna have a straight up mortar fight, I feel like the Axis is gonna have that.
And Sostrom is gonna get his machine gun back here now that the Axis stole earlier.
Yeah, but he's probably gonna get mortared right away. We'll see what happens. Here comes the Wirbelwinds again. Those are so like they're kind of like paper tigers. They do a lot of damage, but you know when you actually start hitting them with the ATGs, they get killed pretty quickly. So I don't know. He should run out of here. He should know better than to stay here.
Enemy unit down.
Is there an Axis sniper on the field? I can see that Stuart has called on 2 jeeps.
Oh, I don't know why he has 2 jeeps. That's pretty weird. That's really weird. I haven't seen that. I'm most looking in the center. You're gonna have to keep an eye on the flanks because it's difficult to see what's happening.
Or might he has read Sun Tzu. Vision is key.
Yeah, we didn't actually see that. There's a lot of. I think the EAR players are bringing that into the game. That's pretty smart. They usually always have a jeep in the start calling, so they get like a heads up on what's coming. That's pretty good. It's pretty. It can be a game changer.
Yeah, but from my experience though, even if the EAR players know what's coming, I still whoop their ass because they're pretty trash.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, they're thinking the right way at least. We got the pack coming up to deal with that Sherman on the left there, and the mortars taking big hits. This is the shame here, because the allies. I personally don't think you should engage in the mortar war. I think that one player should collectively take the decision as a team to bring in 1 howitzer of some sort, and have that early to kill the mortars. That's my take, because you know they're not going to be able to win the mortar war if they don't have better micro.
Yeah.
And even if they have better micro, there's still a chance that the Axis are going to get them, because those Axis mortars, they have the range advantage. It's pretty slowing down a little bit here in the middle, I feel.
Yeah, on the left there's just like riflemen trying out if they can do anything against double Wirbelwinds.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, they cannot.
Yes,
they can't.
Sostrom, that's not how you do that. He's got even more. How many of these? These are kind of expensive though. Like they're not super cheap. They're not the most expensive vehicle in the game, but still, it's not good to just like get 4 rifle kills and then get run down by a Sherman. Like what's gonna happen here? He has the Shrekkers there, but like if he uses that Sherman properly, he can like push them away there.
Yeah.
Because Shrekkers, like we said earlier, handheld can't really do anything. It needs to be in service of some other long-range AT. There we go. It's not a good engagement here for the Axis, losing the Whirlwinds. I got away with 1 low health and 1 almost full health, but you know they're getting pushed off. But hopefully they will do something in the middle, because now there's less pressure in the middle. The Sherman is not there anymore. And they got 1 mortar just now, and they actually got it off completely. They got the gun and they got like the guy to run away. I don't know if they moved him in the at the wrong time or anything, but they got 1 of those mortars out of the game. So now they're at like equal level with the mortars. Allies got 2 and Axis got 2.
Yeah. Also, Robberman is he used the off map before, the defensive off map, which it's, in my opinion, the best off map in the game, because it destroys everything basically. And apparently he has 1 more, so we're gonna see what he used that for, but it's really good. Yeah. Also, is there an airborne player on? Cause or what's that brown smoke coming out? Isn't that for vision? Vision smoke?
I think it's a vision flare. I don't remember what doctrine has it though. To be honest, that's a big new mistake on my part. But you know, I only play fucking meta stuff, so I don't use that.
Yeah.
No, I only use MP40 Volks and Thomas.
Yeah. I only use things that fucking murder, so I don't know.
We got some of those Shrekkers trying to work on the Sherman, but they're gonna take. The Sherman is low now, but he only got 3 kills on that Sherman though. But it helped kill the Wirbelwinds though, so like that doesn't say everything. And maybe he's gonna get some Shrekkers too.
Mark got some KCH here. It's gonna be interesting to follow them, because I think a lot of people use KCH today, but they get like 10 kills on Riflemen and think they did a good job, but
You need to get more out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's difficult to use them also. They easily get focused, and especially if you pop the heal, you can get a nade on you, and that's usually very painful, even if you have DPS and everything. You just need to get one nade in and you're fucked. So that's pretty difficult. Still got the mortar war going on in the middle. It's pretty boring over there, so I'm not gonna look at that. I'm gonna look at the left instead.
It's actually 3 mortars for the Axis right now. One of them, Boberman actually managed to steal 1 mortar from the
Oh, is that what happened? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Stuart is losing one of his Greyhounds. He had them on for a long time. I don't really know how much they've done though, like 7 infantry kills. I guess that could be pretty good on Axis, if they had some good stuff on them, like Grens with LNGs or something. And I guess the mines got the damage engine on the vehicle also, so that's pretty good. But I think Axis are definitely in the stronger position right now. They have the map, and the allies need to push into the mortar spam. And there's a little bit lack of actual MGs from the Axis. That's been this whole game. They don't really seem to be enjoying a lot of machine guns. They don't really seem to care about that at the moment.
Oh.
Which is kind of rare. People usually spam a lot of MG42s, I feel. We got the Pink Predator coming in with some Fallschirmjägers. Also a kind of underused unit. He's bringing a lot of weird shit today. He's got some weird boy stuff here.
Unit down.
Stuart, what is Stuart bringing on? I feel like Stuart is very low on pop right now on the field.
There's some rifle coming on.
Okay, yeah.
Not much.
BARs on those. Maybe he's got nades on them. And we got some action in the middle there, left side of the middle.
We also got 1 howitzer setting up for the allies. Otto von Saxony is building a howitzer. I think he listened to you, and he's getting really tired of all these mortars.
Yeah, the problem is they have a lot of pop tied up in mortar still, so I think they're gonna have a hard time to maybe hold that artillery in the long run. Also, they're on the back foot already. The allies are on 29 pop total, and
it's coming down. It's coming down on the pack in the mortar here, and he gives one guy.
That's a pretty good target. The mortar can also die because the gun is very low right now.
But it's overshot. I don't know if the hill actually do something to the
I think that since the hill it's firing like with the hill downwards, I think you're gonna get more overshot when you get the overshot. At least that would make sense, I think.
Yeah.
So the hill is working its magic in more than one way, like we said earlier with the 88. If they would bring a 88, they have the option probably.
Yeah. So that was a really sad artillery. It
had the potential, had a really good potential.
Yeah. And also, Boberman was really fast to react. He moved his stuff instant.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Boberman.
If the first shot that didn't hit, it wasn't going to kill anyone.
We got 88 going up on the left here. That's a pretty interesting spot actually. I feel like there's a bit much cover on the left of it there. Sometimes you can fire through those kind of big tree hedges that we got there.
Yeah.
They're not really solid shot blockers. If you attack ground through, you can get a shot through. There's a risk that they're gonna lose it though right away, because the thing that they had that was stopping was the whirlwind, and now the allies can just run in, and actually they're killing it with the 57 mil. That's a good move if they get it. Oh, wow, they got it right away.
Big dick energy on that guy.
Yeah, definitely. He didn't care. He stood there. For players who are maybe a little bit new to the mod, usually 88, they're great against tanks, but usually they're for killing 80 guns. They're great against 80 guns. But in this situation, he could get the first shot off, and maybe he got a little bit lucky with what he was hitting also, like he hit all his shots.
The Fallschirmjäger was really shredding dudes here though.
Yeah, there's a big infantry engagement. The Axis definitely won that, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was actually worth it, the 88 for them in the long run. Those riflemen had some munitions on them. And the Axis didn't lose too many guys there. Like they still the munition thing on those guys are still on the field, you know. The one guy Shrekker squad, they're pretty strong still.
They managed to decrew the 8 gun over here as well.
Yeah.
So if they destroy it, I think from my count that's like the third 8 gun that they destroy this game.
Yeah.
So let's hope for the Axis sake that they have some big heavy tanks later on. Because if we're going down this pace, there's not going to be many 80 guns left to kill the tanks with.
Unfortunately, I don't know who would bring that tank though, because we got 2 defensive guys, right? And we got the PE, that is Luftwaffe, and what is the last PE player?
He haven't shown any units yet, so I can't really tell, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. There could always be some sort of yeah, it just says tank busters. It doesn't tell what doctrine is from that. If you had double Shrekkers, we could tell, because that's only for tank busters.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. Now, finally, the Axis have brought the machine gun into the middle. They really need to bring one more basic infantry. And Robyman, like, he heard what I said, or maybe I looked at the map, and he brought on a lot of infantry guys. That's good. I feel like Volk would almost be better though, because he's gonna want to recrew with these, and like Gren's not optimal for recrewing. And
there's a half track coming on from Stu McGoo. I can't really see what's in it, but wait.
It's
I swap. Oh, it's a mortar.
Yeah, mortar and a machine gun. And also, Attack Taco is bringing on another howitzer. I don't know, Attack Taco. I feel... Oh, there's actually 3 howitzers going up from the allies, and all close to each other also.
Yeah, if...
So that could also be like a prime target for counter battery, because there's a big chance you're gonna hit a lot of stuff there. Like if you get the left air burst, but you know that's not, they have to be so close.
Arty coming down on the mortars in the center.
Yeah. Again, the hill probably helping them a lot here in not dying with those mortars.
And also all this heavy cover.
Yeah.
Making
just building heavy cover soaks a lot. I'm having a bit of trouble. The Axis stuff is not really showing up all the time for me, but you keeping me up.
Insta-gib over there. The mortar got destroyed.
I don't know, if he wouldn't have moved it, maybe he would have kept the gun at least. That's a big thing to keep in mind. Like, when you stand still and not move the gun usually makes it and you can recrew. Yeah. It's gonna have a lot of riflemen, they're gonna be now.
They're gonna get chewed up by this P-Grand flank coming in.
Yeah. There's a double flank, look at the left there, orange. Pink Predator doing with his Fallschirmjägers. Could do great deal damage here.
Yeah.
And like
I don't know if that's how you want to use Falkenjäger, but
it's gonna work. Like they're shooting a lot of bullets. Like you're gonna kill some stuff.
If it works, it ain't
yeah.
They need to focus all these magics as well.
Yep. And like, but I think the Axis might actually push this artillery already, like right away, because there's nothing stopping them right now. There's a bunch of fresh riflemen coming in from Otto von Saxony. But apart from that, those are not gonna do shit against this push. And on the left.
And also, but the nade's gonna be important here.
Yeah. Big nades.
And also they have the healing over there, so they're actually fighting in healing.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. But off map coming down?
Yeah.
I would actually have put the off map on my own guys. In the middle there. Wow, he kills one instantly. He almost kills the second one. I think that putting it on everything in the middle would have been a sniper on for Otto von Saxony. Let's see if he can do something with that. There's a chance he's gonna get run down though, like instantly.
The quad's coming in. The quad's gonna suppress all this Axis infantry going to get suppressed.
And if the howitzer is ready, did they fire with all the howitzers? Yeah, that one is not ready to fire.
They stole one more 80 gun though, the Axis.
Yeah.
So is that the 5th 80 gun?
Yeah, somewhere around that. Somewhere around the ball.
All these dudes, I'm feeling a bit sad for all these dudes. They're like dying and then getting picked up and dying again.
Yeah. This is what we talked about earlier, you really need to kill those. And there we see again what we talked about. You can shoot through these woods a lot of the time. And they did that with the Shrekkers and the pack there and got one of the medic stations.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. And double quad with the sniper. That's also nice, because the quads are gonna kill jeeps pretty fast. So I think that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Stewart did something on the left also. I think he killed a truck of some sort, so probably either it was a left airburst howitzer or it was a 88. I didn't see who it was from, but he killed a truck of some sort.
Yeah. Like the first armor is coming on now from the Axis. What you can call armor. It's a P4.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any skirts though, and no machine gunner. So he's been a bit cheap on the ammunition, but I think it's gonna be good though, because from what I can see, there's one stolen pack from the Allies, but apart from that, there's not a single 80 gun from them. They just have one pack.
The only like mini 80 they have is the Greyhound, but that's not gonna do anything. Like they need to get a million rear arm hits with that. It could do damage, but it's not gonna do it. Yeah, I also feel like P4s without any upgrades on them, they get pretty cheap. So like I think I personally like to use them without anything on them.
He's a bit unlucky though that when he rolled the dice where to go where is P4 that he shows the side where they have a stolen pack.
They're like, it's common sense that there would be an 80 gun, at least one in the middle.
And also, there's also a Hetzer on the field, so now we know that Crimson Rabbit is playing Tank Buster.
Probably has maybe has a Jag then.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't brought a lot of vehicles, and so he could probably afford one. And usually when you make those companies with PE, you can actually have quite a lot of good infantry guys also. So it's not like with the infantry that you're not just gonna have regular rifles or a bunch of BER guys and then just all on fuel. You could still have a decent amount of good guys with his Jagd and a few Hetzers.
Also, the sniper is getting in. He's gonna get in trouble because Mark has brought on his jeeps.
Oh, and he only has fired a few shots. He has 6 infantry kills. That's not a lot.
That's a insta tilt from him, from Mark. He's not taking this sniper bullshit. He wants it dead right away.
Yeah.
All these rifles are getting suppressed in front of the P4.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, and those. Let's see. Maybe I feel like the best option there is to run forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. One squad insta kill. The good squads with the munitions on them are kind of surviving though, taking a bit of damage.
Oh, that undershot killed a lot of grunts. That was pretty lucky, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely nice shot. And Stuart is getting in there with his 50 cav also. And there's...
yeah.
They could really answer to this. They could just bring all the guys from the middle of the Shrekkers over and just help out the P4 and kill the 80 gun there on the side.
Yeah, this P4 doesn't really seem to care about the pack. It's taking a lot of damage and he's like, I think I'm gonna stay here.
I think that maybe the best option there is to actually... Yeah, there it goes. It died from the mortar. I was about to say that maybe he need to face it up and just shoot it. Because it was very low, the gun could like get insta-kill from one shot. Here we go. The worst case in the game. Riflemen with the Tommy guns and the stick. What are they gonna do? They're up against the other worst unit, Luftwaffe ground squad, so they're gonna murder a lot here. And there comes the Knight's Trust holders. But look at this. They're almost down. Look at this! 1 infantry kill on those guys. Against fucking those riflemen that have Tommy guns.
Yeah,
the mechanized infantry.
That's not gonna give you any medals.
No. You're not getting a gold star after this lesson, son. In the middle, the sniper is about to go down.
I think the P4 finally have realized that they don't have any anti-tanks here, so he's going forward.
Yeah, but, and we have the sniper here in the healing in the middle, getting killed. But he's surviving, He went for it with the jeeps, but the sniper is kind of making it.
There's a Sherman
it's close. Let's see. Ah, lucky, he got it with a Hetzer, I think. No, he got it with a jeep. But
there's also a Sherman coming up now from Alex, but Sherman's gonna have a tough time against the Hetzer.
Yeah, even with the upgun, it's gonna be difficult. There's also something to recrew here. It's a 30 cal. They should destroy the 30 cal with the Shrekkers if they don't want the Vulcan Wounded to take it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really doing what I said. It's nice.
Yeah. Cruiser Rebel also have one of my favorite units with the PE, the Light 80 head track. Because I think you have the opportunity to have some mines, you have the tread brake, and also you have the focus fire, which is great. Especially if you're up like against really expensive infantry, that you can snipe them. So yeah, the ally's gonna lose the healing here.
Yeah, that's a ballsy healing. I feel like there's probably a little bit safer spots to put it up. But sometimes, you know, if you have the map control, it's great to do one of those. If you have 4 Americans and everyone brought one of those healings, you can take your chances with 1 at least. Because you know, they're not like helping you if you have 4 in the same spot.
Alex Sherman was like, fuck this shit, and he walked like moved away for a flank, but big off map.
Yeah, big off map there. And the mortar might go down, but the P4 has no gun, so I think it's pretty safe right now. But really, they haven't... Oh, wow, a lot of quad suits from Attack Tackle here. Seems like he almost overreacted to this. How is he gonna kill the Hetzer with those Sooks, though? I think that call-in is great with the sniper, but not on its own. I don't know what he's gonna do with that.
Yeah, and the allied sniper is dead, but...
Yeah, but they should have more. There are a lot of American players here. We can confirm now, maybe a little late, but Stuart is definitely armor. He also had those mechanized infantry, so we knew, but
yeah.
He's bringing on a Dumbo Sherman, because, you know, it's slow, it has more armor, but it dies to everything that Shermans die to normally, so we like to call it the Dumbo. Because you kind of have to be a little Dumbo to bring it on, in my opinion. Yeah. But it looks pretty cool, though. Like, it got that going for it.
Yeah, and it gets like penetrated by everything.
Oh, big play here. Stuart is actually killing a mortar attack with the rifleman with BAR. That's a big thing. That mortar attack only got 3 infantry kills also, so he made a good trade there. The mortar attack is important for the PE player usually.
He need to go up and decloak this Gabriel's Jäger.
Yeah. Gabriel's
Gabriel's Jäger.
Yeah. But I don't know. He did his job. He could actually just run away from here. I feel like there's no shame in like killing that more traffic and dying with those. Although losing that ATG though, that's not too good. It might. He's gonna get Sherman up there in time.
On the other side, the Rangers are starting to advance a bit, but there's not much for him to kill. Maybe it's G-Wagon from Bobbyman, but
the Hetzer is gonna be difficult to kill. There's 2 Stukas, but he's never gonna get to those. They're too far behind. And like a G-Wagon, I don't know, man. That's a waste of pop anyways, waste of resources. Oh, he didn't even get the Kattengrad. These guys, I don't know how to aim. The Axis need to roll up some 80 in the middle though. That those quad are getting to shoot a little bit too much in my opinion.
Yeah, it would be a shame if the Axis had something like a G-Wagon and a Hetzer further back.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
They need to talk to each other here, because the yellow player is just taking a lot of damage for nothing.
So my experience with playing with these guys, I think they're talking with each other, but I think they talk too much.
They're not talking about the game, they're talking about other shit.
Yeah. Oh. But now the Hetzer is moving forward, so...
Actually, if the allies pooled all their armor together and did something with that together, where there's like only infantry, they could do some stuff. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Now Robberman is using the best anti-tank gun in the game. The Stukas.
Oh, baby.
Taking out one of the half-tracks.
Yeah, I think... And was he aiming for that, or was he aiming for the mortar?
I can't tell, but I'm giving him the benefit of doubt and saying that was intended.
They do decent damage on half-tracks and stuff though, so that shouldn't be underestimated. The Stukas, I feel, in my opinion, are probably one of the best artillery units in the game. So they take so little pop. You can bring them on early to counter mortars. There's no shame in that. It's great for countering mortars.
Now there's a new unupgrade, the Panzerfrau from Mark. Yeah.
And let's see what Stuart is doing. He's making his own little pushes here against the 2 80 guns there. There's 3 80 guns on the left actually. They should really destroy those or keep those depending on what they feel like is best for the game plan. Stuart is
feels like this Allies company, they have just packed a lot of 80 guns.
Yeah, they definitely. Seeing that they have a lot of like soft 80 also, like a medium 80, you know, like Shermans with up guns. Those are not maybe your mainstay 80, but they're gonna help you out if they have a tank on the field, and they're gonna kill infantry also. Because you need to keep that in mind, you know. If you have a unit that can kind of kill infantry and tanks, that's also 18. So maybe you don't need 5 ATGs if you have 4 upgun Shermans, you know.
And Otto is doing a flank now with some rifles, but he's gonna get. Crimson is coming over with Pigrants, so...
Yeah, that's not gonna be fun. And yeah, is there mines up here you can run into? Nah, there's no mines up there. There's mines to the left of that blob. That could be nice if they run into where the Rangers are. Could be pretty nice. Let's see what Stuart is doing. He's shooting a little bit. He got the sticky nade on P4.
But isn't that
what? It bounced! The sticky bounced, I think.
All the Rangers run into the mine and are really low and suppressed. But they have the fire up, so they have the get out of jail card.
Yeah, you need that though when you have the fucking quad Sooks on them.
Yeah, and he's really lucky because they lost a lot of health, but not a single dude.
Stuart is trying to do a little circle strafe here on the Luftwaffe guys on the left. They picked up the ATG, but it's gonna go down pretty fast. The Dumbo is actually making short work, but let's keep in mind these are some of the worst infantry guys in the game. Luftwaffe ground forces, they die very quickly, have very low health. They don't do a ton of damage either. They're pretty bad. Good for recruiting though. Like, I kind of like the LMGs, but it's they die very easily.
Yeah. What do you say about Grens for chasing down the Jumbo? Maybe they're trying to shoot.
Yeah, maybe you can. Looks cool.
They might gonna get the dude on top.
Yeah. I don't get why he doesn't go to the right here. They had the eyes on the prize earlier with the ATG, but they let that go.
Like I can see that you maybe put up one of the squads to get some line of sight for
This is a weird choice. Also the G-Wagon, they need to talk about the game now. They need to bring up the G-Wagon to shoot at the Sherman. But knowing that it's a G-Wagon, it's probably just gonna bounce anyway. And miss also, and not path, so you know, that's the thing. I don't want to do that.
But I don't know, this is like gonna be the battle of 2 stupid units.
Yeah,
one that's
Dumbo versus G-Wagon. Who will win? Come one, come all. But
one fat boy, one laggy boy.
And here comes the P4. Oh! Laggy boy got the shot off. Big shot. Nice.
Yeah. You see that? Even though it has all this armor, even though it's really fat, it still gets penetrated.
Let's look to the right here. I think there's stuff happening there. The Hetzer doesn't... Oh wow, he penetrated from the front. But that must have been the ATG. Never that the bazookas did that from the front. Actually, looking at the stats on that Hetzer, he's got 17 infantry kills and 1 vehicle kill, light vehicle kill that is.
It's really paid for itself.
Yeah, it's been on for a long time though, so he's probably investing a lot of micro in it. But he's still a good job with it. Good job with it. We got some arty going down on the left here. I don't know what it's hitting. It's hitting nothing.
I think it's hitting like I think there was a stolen machine gun there.
Yeah, it's a vertical there. That's true. Some riflemen are dying there. I think that the stuff is happening on the right here actually. The Rangers are trying to face up against that big vanilla pea Grendel with one T-43 guy in it. I don't know what happens if they go for it there. I feel like it's advantage allies because they have a lot more. They probably have better nades on those guys. They'll do some damage to those if they actually stay and fight. Also, this is always the advantage with PE. They can always just run away and take the fight to somewhere else. Let the allies have their fun for a while in that territory.
I think the allies really need to do a big push. I don't know if you have cinematic mode on, but from what I have, the allies are down to 29 pop, while the Axis still are on 40.
Yeah.
So that's.
G-Wagon is going crazy in the middle, but this laggy boy is making big work. Look, he's killing another Sherman. He doesn't care. Let's go. This is the moment when you use attack ground through the bush there, because the Sherman would probably go down anyways to that. Like here, he can go back again, and then he gets the first shot off.
Yeah.
But if
he got betrayed.
Oh,
Stukas killed him. They killed their own guy.
Yeah, but they got the Sherman in the end, so it was worth it. But it was still a betrayal. And we all know that Bobby Man never forgets. Oh, Stewart is actually getting some kills with these riflemen with the stick. He's running in the middle here. But let's see what they're gonna do. I think the Grens are gonna win this, especially if the Grens have a nade. Like, look, one guy died. Oh, but he got lucky. He killed the guy with the stick. Let's go. Oh, he froze it at the mortar. I wouldn't have done that personally, though.
Is it always the guy with the stick that dies first?
No, it's random. Sometimes you get just one stick guy left. Unless they changed something from when I used these guys. But I didn't use them because they suck.
Yeah.
But I actually got some out of them. But let's face it, he was only facing Grens there, so that was. I think
you're underestimating the stick. Like, if I came up to you and wanted to fight with you and hold a stick, I'm not sure that you.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, but what if we had a Tommy gun instead? Think about that.
You might have a pointer.
Oh yeah, well let's see what's happening. Now they're switching over to the middle again. Everybody just got tired of fighting on the flanks, so they just went into the fucking big brawl in the middle. Ooh, that could have been a big nade, but he moved out of the way first. That's some good macro from Crimson Rabbit there. Or maybe not that great, he moved everyone with one click, but at least he moved them.
Yeah, there's a flame croc coming in here from Zoostrom as well.
Yeah, that's nice. I like the flame croc. It's probably the best or my favorite Sherman type. It's got the big shot potential. Like it's a big play unit. Let's see if the Rangers can actually snipe this mortar, because that would be pretty big. It would be nice to get the mortar. It's got some decent infantry kills, and maybe it got recruit also once.
When you have these like quad souk, especially when you have two squads close to each other, it looks like fucking Chinese New Year every time they fire.
It's beautiful. And sometimes they're surprisingly good against things that you don't think they would be good against. Like low man squads, like KCH, they could probably pop off a guy or two with one of those if they're close range. I don't know if this is what I'm talking about also. What was the purpose of bringing these on? Maybe I missed something because a lot of shit is happening, but like those with the sniper, I see the point every day of the year. Like I get it, but like just having those on, I don't understand. I guess it's fun to see the fireworks, but you know, it's also fun to win. Probably more so. Let's see what the riflemen are gonna do. They're gonna take out the pact here? Nah.
Rifleman is bringing on a Nebelwerfer.
Another Nebelwerfer?
Yeah, but I don't know if this is gonna hurt them, because they are up 13 pop against the Allied, so they can really have some luxury pop into big Calliope.
Oh, but now they got like 4 walking Stukas if I don't miscalculate.
This Calliope barrage is
it's not doing anything, or is it? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong spot.
Looked pretty cool.
I thought he was aiming in the backfield for the half-track, but it was just an overshot. He was aiming on the blob, right?
Oh, RIP MVP Hetzer.
I don't know if the allies are running low on stuff, but there's not a lot of things on the field for them.
I think they're running low on pop, because, like for example, Stewart, he has this Calliope. That's more than half of what he can bring on.
Yeah, that's also a big problem with the Calliope. A lot of the time, people bring them on early, and they just soak up all the pop. Like this, at this point in the game, if they would have been, if the pop situation was reversed, it would have been amazing. But right now, Stewart is just shooting his own team in the foot by bringing this on, because now he's gonna be even more out of the fight.
And also, fact, all these medic stations and the triage center is when you're down to 27 pop, every pop counts, and they're eating a lot of pop. Now they're down to 26.
That's true. You forget about also the bunkers on the Axis side. It's the same with that. You can have a lot of bunkers up, and you forget that they eat all the pop.
The allies really need a big push soon. Otherwise, I don't see how they're gonna come back.
No, I agree with you. It's dropping fast now. Also, they're down to 26 from the last time we talked about it, and you know that's almost as low as the start. So so they're almost facing double the amount of guys on the field. And also the fact that they have some stuff tied up in artillery. That's
all of the howitzers are gone now, though.
Yeah, that's.
Magoo is back repairing his 80 gun as well, so he's not contributing with like anything on the field fighting wise.
Yeah, and that's why I get mad when people repair in my games. That's why I always shoot my artillery at my own repair guys, my friendly repair guys, because I never have repairs, so that everyone is fighting all the time.
So they know what's going on.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. If they don't listen, like these guys, they probably don't listen to each other. I would start killing those off immediately.
Yeah.
Axis still got one of those mortars doing big work, 21 kills on that thing. But remember, a lot of those kills can be just vanilla rifles, which are not worth a lot, and then it could also be walking wounded from the medic station back there. Yeah. I don't know how many.
There's an unpacked machine gun charging in the middle for the Axis here, allies here.
This is one of the patented Otto Saxony strats. You know, he's having a base race with that machine gun, setting it up, starting to shoot. He won the base race actually.
Yeah.
Also, there's a lot of wow. There's a lot of friendly fire, but there's also a lot of kills. That's actually nice with the Flamemates. I like this, because a lot of the times this is just what you want. You want to kill it eventually, and he can't do anything about this.
Otto did the right thing to attack there, but he was left alone by his team, because...
One is repairing, and one has the tank there that has no health. One
is quad soaking dudes, like... And now the Calliope coming in again.
It could be pretty good. I don't know if he's killing anything important though. Killing some P-grants.
And he got the P4 IST.
He had Sherman for that. He could kill it with anything.
I'd say he really need to call that off now and bring on some dudes that can actually help his team out.
It's tempting because he's got like how many barrages fired? 2, and he's got 23 infantry kills. That's pretty nice. It's Axis infantry also. You keep that in mind. It's pretty good kills, but still,
the Calliope by itself hasn't been bad. I'm not saying that because, but in this
situation, it's a wrong call. You're right. You're completely right. I also think that my feeling is that Stewart has quite a few stuff left.
If you have cinematic mode on, you can see that he is on. He has a 20 columns.
Yeah, 14 out of 20. Yeah.
Should we do a check on all the players?
Yeah, there's not too much happening right now, so I think you can do that and tell me, and I'll just keep looking.
If we start with Roberman has actually taken a pounding. He got 20 columns totally, and he's on 18 out of 20. And we got Crimson Rabbit, he's off 14 out of 19, so...
Same as Stewart, pretty much.
Yeah, and I need to find someone else. Here's Mark. Mark is at 18 out of 20, so he's also taking a bit of a pounding, actually.
Yep.
And Pink Predator have a really big company, I like that. I always like to have a lot of dudes on my team. He's on 20 out of 24. I think the allies have killed more than
we feel like. Yeah,
but Stu McGew is actually the one with most stuff left, but that's probably because he got the Calliope on and letting his friends die. He's at
it sounds so bad when you say it like that. He's letting his friends die, but it's true, guys. Keep that in mind when you bring on artillery like this. That's what you're actually doing.
But he's at 14 out of 20, and we got Lustrum is at oh shit, he got 11 out of 21. If the allies just get some more territory, which they're doing right now, they're actually back at positive pop. I think
they got a chance in this.
They got a chance in this. Otto is at like 19 out of 23, so he's used a lot. And where is the last guy? Attack Taco is he's at 17 or 18, so he's almost out. But he has had a lot of expensive quad sukes.
Yeah.
And SMG sukes, so that's why he got a small company.
Bad units all around.
Yeah.
No, the quads are not bad, but he needs to bring them on with. I can't say this enough.
KCH here. Mark is bringing on another squad of KCH that's gonna accomplish nothing because they are fighting a Sherman at the moment.
That's a real shame. Like that's the sad part, because this can happen. Like you can get caught off guard with those, and then you lose a lot of resources.
You shouldn't really move them out where there's no support for them.
Yeah, that's true. You should always keep them. You should keep them like a reserve and use them when you need them.
I think he's gonna get lucky here and
not lose a single guy.
Yeah.
The last guy. No, I actually made it out. But also Bobby Man is having a bit of bad luck with his G wagons. I think he lost one already. No, they both made it, but Stuart got a sticky on it. And if you think it was laggy earlier, try it with like a broken engine. It's not gonna be better. Let's see what Stuart does with that thing. Oh, I don't know. Did he do anything? Nah,
and he got one infantry kill.
Nice, good job, man. And also,
but the allies are on positive pop now, and we've seen that they have a lot more. Yeah. Maybe he's in the right. This Flame Sherman is just numbing. If Bobbyman would just turn the pack, that would be great, but he liked the smell of roasted grenadiers in the morning. Yeah, he's really not turning it. Now it's turning it.
Yeah, there it is. I didn't even see it. I'm having there it is. It's turning now.
The pack have an ability to get cloaked, so it can be invisible.
Then again, Mark was probably talking about Trump or something.
Yeah. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but some of you do, some of you don't. The Flame Sherman actually do. It's reversed from everything else. It do more damage to people in heavy cover, and less in red cover. Yeah. This G-Wagon is like these G-Wagons. They're going for it.
Yeah. This is the kind of big place you want to see from Bobbyman right now. Oh no, he turned away. Although to be honest, I think that G-Wagon was dead weight anyways. It had damaged engine, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
I was hoping that we would just rush the Calliope.
Yeah, you got another more trap track from Pink Predator.
Yeah, we haven't seen any. He has had this Hector and now the Martyr. Maybe we get like our hopes up. He had
two Crims. He had two ISTs also. He had one earlier. Yeah, he has got one now. So maybe he has. I think he still could have some Jagd, because they're not that expensive, to be honest.
Then he needs to have a lot of fuel bonuses.
Yeah, but he also had a lot of vanilla grants like this.
Yeah, so he needs to put some of his munitions somewhere.
He has a big Shrekker Blob though. But those are all single. No, some of those are double. Yeah,
and he also got one of the smallest companies here. All the players.
I think there should be Jagd in there. Otherwise, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Yeah.
I want to see the big boy armor.
Oh, yeah, because Jagd now, I can't see that the Allied have any more 80 guns than they have on the field right now.
Yeah, they have the Stuart has the one.
Roberto.
Frick off, Bud. Okay. And now we're not gonna get monetized again. Thank you, Stuart. We have so hard time getting sponsored, and then Stuart says that. Oh my god.
I've got some big sponsors coming up for the next episode actually, and it's gonna be pretty big.
Yeah, we'll see. Bring some money into the mod, you know.
Yeah. Otto von Saxon is doing a good backup here, but it won't work since he's cut off. But
it's actually the biggest backup we ever seen this whole time.
A for effort.
Yes, very much so. Ambitious man, Otto von Saxony.
Yeah, the Allies are back on negative pop, but at least they're up to 29 now.
Yeah. That brief moment where they had the pop back did a lot for them. They would have been at like 20 otherwise, I think, something like that. So they did a good job. They just need to keep that up, because like we said, the axes are more on the ropes than it feels like. We got Mark. Those are the same KCH, right? Yeah, they got one infantry kill. And then we got the big Shrekker Blob there, and then we got some Robberman bottom, some Grens and the 80 gun. I don't know why Robberman has so much 80 in his company.
Attack Taco is actually all on field, but but Sustrom have 9 call-ins left. So I think if the Axis manage to kill all the other guys, then there's gonna be Sostrom against 4. So even if you got a lot of stuff, they're gonna be able to.
Yeah, just backcap him and be nuisances to win the game.
Yeah.
Because he can't be everywhere at the same time. Also, he's gonna have 3 guys in his ear the entire time. Guy, you need to do this, you need to do this, and he's gonna get so mad. There's a big chance he rage quits if he's left with the only unit.
There's an offensive. Stuart did go on defensive 80 gun here. It's decrewed.
Rip 80 gun, and the KCH are running. I feel like in that situation, if Stuart stood still, he could have gotten at least one of the KCH. Now he's just gonna die for nothing with the rifleman there. And that's also a thing you need to realize. Sometimes you need to cut your losses and understand you're gonna die. Maybe that's the opposite of what that means, I feel. But you just need to realize you're gonna die and you need to turn around and shoot the KCH. Regardless.
They need to destroy this 80 gun here. It's decrewed. I got the message that Roman is having his last call-in on now. So let's see. It's coming in 30 seconds. So let's see what Bobby Man have said for last.
Yeah, in the middle here, we still got some Fallschirmjägers. Not doing much. We got those Volks taking some fire from the Sherman. Doesn't matter. They got a bit of a push with the Knight's Cross there, but I feel like this is the kind of thing you need to be careful with them, because like if he gets a Sherman shot on those, he loses one guy, and really, what's he killing? Walking wounded.
There's a Sherman and a flame Sherman.
He needs to be more careful with those. I mean, like I know how it feels. They're strong and all, but look at this. They're gonna die to this. They have no chance against that Canada Blob. Look, and they got one from the Zooks. Like, come on, like be careful, dude.
Yeah, and now there's gonna be more walking wounds coming out. They still haven't managed to kill these medic stations.
You can shoot it through the edge. That's making me mad also. You can just shoot through there. Oh, there's a big Sherman push here. That's nice. That's nice. That's what the ally needs to be doing. You need to see where the pack is though first. And they got the mortar, but there's a shot blocker between them and the mortar, so they're in a better spot than they might think.
Yeah,
they need to go forward though. They can't stop there.
Attack Taco is having a Sherman on the other side that's just chilling.
Come on.
But
also here, like, they've taken so much damage from the Sherman, from the pack, just go up and kill it. Like, you have to decide before, like, just go or don't go.
The Sherman on the other side is, like, just watching the woods. You don't even have to turn the camera.
Nah, I see it. I have Max zoomed out. I see what it's doing. He's running around over there. And Fallschirmjägers, I wonder what they've done. 15 infantry kills, wow. And one.
Yeah, they are so fucking sneaky aggressive.
They pick guys off. Like, if you leave them alone for too long, they're gonna murder you a lot.
But you see this? I don't know if the FG is worth on them. They still kill so much, even when they don't have that.
And they don't cost a lot, and also they don't take any aggro. That's the problem when you have with the assault rifles on them. That people see them, and they have a special sound also on the gun. So people really take notice. And when you have them like this, no one. It sounds like a Gren is firing. No one cares.
Yeah, more walking wood is coming out.
Yeah, this is how you're gonna win the game. These guys,
but
they die. He's trying to shoot them down.
I think that's why Sostrom have so much left in his company, because he been reusing the units over and over. He got so many walking wounds out from that.
Stuart is doing a shot here. He fucking hates the ground right now, and grants. Okay, there's a few grants there.
And
they got the pack also. That's actually pretty good. No, don't hate, appreciate. But maybe the mortar is gonna shoot him in the butt now. Oh, there's a flame Sherman. Okay, this is a flame Sherman.
Yeah, and the other Sherman is walking straight into double packs, so I think that's Rip Sherman, actually.
Ooh, let's see.
Not. But Attack Taco, you know, I'm sorry Attack Taco, you did know something I didn't know. You had this planned all the way, didn't you? Because he had the Sherman back there the entire fight, but maybe that was just to protect the Calliope. And once more, that was happened before when the Axis had this big push. They are fighting around the tree edge center.
Yeah. They need to, like I've said a million times, they just need to shoot scatter shots through the hedge there. That's a really good strat. Or actually, they could start working on it like this with the Stuka.
Yeah, that's good.
And the howitzer. This is great with the Nebelwerfer. See how much damage it does on the actual building. They get the Stukas up there, fire one barrage, bada bing, bada boom, it's done.
Yeah, the Allies got some pop back as well. Otto is backcapping again. Now the one-man squad is actually at least trying to cap, even though Crimson Rabbit, that's really good. He placed the one guy in a building here, and when you're in building you get more line of sight. So he gonna see the other dudes coming for him before they see him.
Where is this happening?
In like bottom sector.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, keep that in mind. That's smart. That's smart.
It's not that interesting.
Yeah, it's still good. Good you're taking notice. Shit. I'm just looking at what's happening. Well, it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're starting to realize that they can shoot through these. They're not really. They're trying to hit the Shermans, but they can't hit anything. There we go. There we go. Now they're starting to shoot through the hedge. Actually, they're doing what we told them all game here. And it's a Bobby man. You can always rely on good old Bobby man. He's doing he's doing what he needs to do. But now he's got his Grens, gonna make short work of those rifles because they're already getting suppressed, man. Just gonna start shooting. Let's go, Robbie. There we go. It would be nice to have something to run in there to really get the damage on him. So right now they're just playing their suppressed.
Is this real life? Is there a new 80 gun? This is a fresh 80 gun out from Auto.
Yeah, I think maybe they faced the EAR guys like on new wheeled light vehicles the game before this, and they just brought on tons of 80 guns because they got so tired of being backcapped by light vehicles.
Oh, that Calliope really hurt the Roadman. Also, it's not that just to kill a lot of stuff. This is Roadman's last stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So
he needs to go back and heal these guys. They still have the medicap truck somewhere probably.
Yeah, they have it back.
They should bring it up though. They could have the healing way closer and be safe.
It's actually in more danger when it's back there.
Yeah, we're gonna see now. Maybe the Sherman is gonna get some shot on it, but it still has a decent amount of health. That vehicle, it's not that bad.
Enemy unit down.
They need to get something into the sector on the left here. They need to get something. So they don't get
a bit lucky for the Axis there, because that retreating guy found spotted the Sherman. So all the Shrekkers coming back. Oh.
Rip Sherman! Oh no! Oh, he ran over everyone!
Watch out!
Oh shit! Oh, well, he did more in death than he did in life. That's pretty nice. Good job, Sherman. Oh, this IST is actually can kill everything here. There's nothing to stop the IST on the right. If only they didn't have Fog of War, they would know this. Who was the guy who always had map hacks back in the days?
I don't want to call someone
Nah,
out,
me
but
neither. But imagine, like, if you knew this on the right, fucking IST, all day.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We got Pink Predator. He's moving up the stolen 80 gun. What a surprise! They have stolen 80 guns when there's a million. Wow, there's 4 80 guns on the field right now. Allied 80 guns.
It's like a squadron of 80 guns.
Attack Taco has been wiped out. Rip Attack Taco.
Yeah.
Unit down.
I don't know if they really needed this much 80. Also, we should touch on this. It's a real shame. I always feel like it's better to have at least one British player. In that sense, I think the Axis got the better setup with the 2 Wehrmacht and the 2 PE. I think 3 Wehrmacht and 1 PE is better because you only need the 1 half track, healing half track. And I really generally don't think PE have that many good units, but the Americans are probably suffering a little bit from not having 17 pounders. Because I feel like
there's a new. You see this? There's a new flak 88 coming up.
Who from,
I don't know.
From who?
From the Axis from the Luftwaffe player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where he put all his fuel. He put the fuel into those.
Yeah.
Because those
and the Vervelvins.
Yeah, but they don't take that much fuel. They mostly just take. He's gonna lose it again though. He's pretty good at
It's
it.
just walking wounded.
All of those? Not in the back. There's not there. Oh
shit! The Calliope coming down. Oh, otherwise the IST and the pack, and the IST and the flak. That's such a great combo, because the allies don't have.
He's gonna snipe the ATG with the ATG again, I think, if he gets the shot off here. No, he missed. He's fine. Oh wait, the 88 also missed. Let's see. Boom! There we go.
And now the motherfucker is going.
Oh! There's a double 80. That's never gonna happen with the Marder. Wow.
No, I think even though they have the pop advantage and the allies is going backwards, I think this is gonna be rough.
They feels like they've had the allies stretching the whole game, like on the bridge. Yeah. They've been throwing him out, like they've been punching him in the gut, but they're taking it. They're still taking it.
This pack squadron needs to move up on the Sherman. Yeah,
There's a lot of artillery back here.
Robyman is the only thing he got on the field is this.
Look at the Sherman now. Sherman thinks he's safe. There's no 18, but there's a
million.
No. Oh, he wants overboard him. No, he didn't get anyone. Oh, Stuart, again. You didn't kill those. You knew they were on the field, Stuart. Oh, and then we got a bunch of rifles running up here.
All the 80 guns are here. There's 2 80. There's 1 57 and 2 packs back there.
Yeah. Stuart is all on now, also.
Yeah. Does he only have the Calliope?
Pretty much, yeah. But
seems
he called something on it. Something is coming on in 20 seconds.
Because he's microing the Calliope a lot on the right, trying
You
to
have to do something.
Try to
Crimson,
get
do you
the
have
infantry.
enough AT? Fucking Stuart, you have all the AT guns in the world. What are you on about? There's just the IST and the mortar. I'm really surprised that the Axis didn't have any big armor this game.
Yeah, because they seem to focus the 8 guns so much.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Maybe there was just that there were so many AT guns for them to shoot that. Might be that also.
Yeah, there was nothing else.
Yep. They got the pack also.
Oh, this is a big calling coming on from Stuart.
Oh yeah, it's nice. The jeeps are nice, especially if they has the back capability on them. Those can actually change the late game a lot. Like, and if they get like strangler squads, like these are too big on the left, the Luftwaffe and the Grenadiers. But like if he finds one-man squads on the sides, he can just like move up and kill them, and then you just take the sectors. That's really good last calling actually. Also surprised that there hasn't been more snipers from all these American players, and there's been 2 Wehrmacht players, and the Axis haven't put a sniper. And unless we missed it and it got like killed instantly.
Yeah, Pink Predators also all on field. He only got these Pigron squads, so
yeah, we got the Luftwaffe on there. I think the Allies got this, man. It really feels weird to say it because it feels like they've been taking such a pounding the whole game. And I didn't think like they feels like they've been trading that well, but I guess like they've done their job. I think that I forget the name, purple player, Sostrom got a lot more out of those tents than we actually fought in the beginning. Actually, Stuart needs to bring the jeeps together if he's gonna fight infantry like this with the jeeps. Because I think like 2 jeeps, one fucking these guys up, moving around a lot, and then one shooting them, that could actually do a decent amount of damage.
Yeah. He doesn't have the capability on them, so...
Okay, that's a real shame. Yeah, otherwise they couldn't have taken that sector.
Yeah, but he got the self-repair.
Also, if they're smart now, Solstrom just goes for the left here and cuts off the orange players' last guys up there. And then they can't get any more cap from these. We won't have to react then. Then they will probably be on even footing. Although they're getting some kills here with the ATG.
Like there's only Crimson Rabbit that have stuff left in the Axis. It's a really big PE blob because he got some G43s and fresh vanilla Pigrons coming on, and he got all these tank dudes.
This is also the problem. Like it's dumb to say it, kind of almost. But you know he played so well with that Hetzer for so long that all his friends were all fighting and dying with their shit. And now he's left on his own. This is a bad spot. You don't want to be in this spot. Even like he's probably done a good job. I haven't focused on him specifically, but you know it kind of comes back and like bites him in the butt here because you know he's the only guy with stuff left. If you're doing well, you need to maybe play faster to keep up with your guys and do more damage in the same amount of time that they're doing their lower amount of damage, so that you end up at the same sort of you know. Situation in the end of the game. It's hard though. I don't know how much these guys play together, so you know you need to know the other guys and how they like to play and stuff like that to actually get to do that well. It's hard because it's a team game. It's like you can't play this on your own. You can never win all on your own.
Like at this point, I've nagged on him to destroy 80 guns, but at this moment I'm not sure if that's the best move to destroy the 80 gun over there. I think it's just leave it. You don't have any tanks left. Let the allied waste infantry to recruit.
Yeah.
When you're not obviously doesn't have any more tanks in your team, you can just let them have them.
And also you can send the guy over into their Discord and do vroom vroom vroom, so they think that there are more vehicles on the field than there actually are, and you make scare them into picking them up.
That's actually a legit tactic.
Yeah, just go in there and
guys, can you call in more 80 guys?
maybe that's what they've been doing all game. I think they're gonna have a Jagdpanther, guys. And then they brought all the 80 guns they have in the world. This rifle blob. Triple wet. What does triple wet do? I don't even know. Probably something really good.
They got longer sticky range on vet too. I know. Yeah. But
they just do everything to make them more annoying, basically.
Yeah. So
and
at least
first it's like received accuracy. We got a little engagement on the. Oh, Stuart! Oh, we nag on you for having that on, and then you do this, you big boy. Yeah. Oh my dog. That's a big Canadian shot right there. Wow. Good job, Stuart. And now he needs to focus with the rifleman. Focus. Yeah, that's good. Nice focus there, and get the gi for the guy now. Come on, Stuart, get the gi for the guy. He's so low. Shoot him.
Yeah,
that's also important to know when you're supposed to focus. I think that's it. That's it, man.
I think that had something in it. We nagged on Stuart for having the Calliope on game.
That's such a big turnaround for him. Like, he's like, no, fuck you, Swedes. I'm gonna keep it on. We're gonna make it. I'm gonna make the biggest shot in history.
Yeah, he gonna watch this and tell us, you guys are wrong.
Oh, no one is ever gonna listen to us when we say don't bring on artillery when you're low on pop.
Oh, so that was really good, really bad for our ethos.
Yeah. But I think textbook. But that's also the beauty with this game. Like, it's a lot of bullshit, like a lot of random shit. But then you also got the other end of that. It's like, oh, Stuart brings on the Calliope and murders everything, and that's that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
But Stuart, was it really fun times when you got shreked? I don't know, man. Stuart just flipped the mood right there.
So, do we have any
No.
final thoughts?
Yeah, now is when the Giant Panther comes on. No, but a really interesting, a lot more interesting than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was done and over by like not that far into the game, but really, I don't know what are we gonna say.
Action-packed. The Allies were on the ropes for so long.
Yeah, I don't know how they managed to hold in, keep it in. I think the healing there combination. They were standing in the healing, and then they got so many guys back. Like, can you see how many Collins does Sostrom still have, or is he also all on?
He got 3 Collins left.
So one of them is probably bikes.
Yeah.
Maybe two more with just rifles, probably, or something like that.
Yeah, Otto is also all on field. So
I actually think that a lot of the game, like the way the game turned out, is the artillery. The Allies brought the artillery a bit too early, and luckily the Axis couldn't finish them off in time. You know, they couldn't really get the killing blow. Now the game is over.
Yeah,
but I think that's what we saw this whole game, and especially on this map when there's such a prominent terrain feature in the middle that you really want to be holding. I think that was a pretty bad. I think that's what we were seeing the entire game.
And if you guys liked what you see, you can always contact me for a business proposal and give me money, and I'll say more stuff.
Also, if you want us to talk about more games, you just fucking DM us, and we'll do a cast, and you'll get the unique perspective on it. So I think that's it for us.
Yeah,
we're gonna sign off. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you around.